we worked on this problem in the last section, and that was the enrollment for Eastern, and seeing that the 2013 enrollment, the undergraduate student body was 2,574 female students and 1,998 male students, rated ratio of men to women, and we found that ratio to be 1,998 male to 2,574 female, and we were able to reduce it to an equivalent ratio of 111 to 143, and that was men to women or male to female, so we can put those two together. University-wide, and that means undergraduate and graduate students together, 60% of the student population is women, and we want to know if that proportion of undergraduate women is different from the proportion of female students university-wide. So when we include the graduate students, does that change the proportion of women to men? And so first we want to think about, we have this ratio and it's 111 to 143, and that's men to women. And we have, for university-wide, we have 60.3% female or women, and we want to know if those two are the same. So this was undergraduate and graduate population, and then this is just the undergraduate. Okay, so just straightening out what it is we know and what we're trying to find out. So I can't really compare 111 to 143 to the 60.3, and even if I divided it, the 111 divided by 143 is not going to give me the percent of women in the undergraduate population. But if I add those two, 111 and 143 together, I'll get 254 students total. And then I can find my female or women 143 over 254, and that'll give me a proportion because it's part to the whole, so women to total, and that's what I'm after, is a part to a whole, and then I can just divide it out. So 143 divided by 254, and I get 0.5629, which I need to multiply by 100 or move my decimal 2 places to the right to turn it into a percent, and then the digit after the 9 is another 9. My number that I'm comparing to here, the 60.3, only has tenths that it's rounded to, so I'm going to round this one also to the nearest tenth, and so what it'll end up being is 56.3%, and that's female of undergraduate. So we can say 56.3% of the undergraduates are female, and then that leaves us to compare finally the 56.3 to the 60.3, and then we can make the conclusion that the percent or the proportion of undergraduate women is different than the proportion of female students university-wide. So it says, is the proportion different? Yes. The proportion of undergrads who are female is different than the undergrads and grads together.